So today we are going to discuss co-citations. Co-citations, which comes under link analysis technique. Okay. Link analysis. So social network analysis, you have seen many things, algorithms like finding communities and all. So basically you must have seen that it is about the connections between two nodes. Okay, connection between two nodes, and this given Newman algorithm and click percolation methods, all these things are deleting the edge, that means deleting the link. The co-citations is another technique. Okay, co-citation is another concept where it is used for link analysis. So what is co-citations? Basically co-citations are used in research paper citations. You must be knowing, one author, let's say, have written a paper, another author will, if it is published, another author can cite that paper. So let's say I have written a paper, some other author can cite that. So that is called citations. But what about co-citations? Okay, that means two authors are citing one single paper, or two authors are citing two papers, or three authors, more than one author citing one or two papers, or more than two papers. Those things comes under co-citations, citation analysis. So what is co-citations? Definition wise, co-citations is the frequency with which two documents are cited together by other documents. By other documents. This is the definition of, you can say that, co-citations. Who has developed this? In the year 1973, Henry G. Small is the author of this concept called co-citation in the year 1973. Co-citations. So what is co-citation? Is the frequency with which two documents are cited together by other documents. Okay. Second point is important point. You understood this. That means two documents will be cited by other documents. I will show you the diagrammatic representation also. Second point is, if at least one other document cites two documents in common, these are said to be co-cited. If at least one other document cites two documents in common, these are said to be co-cited. Similar definition, saying in a different way. So another third point, important point, what is the strength of co-citation strength? So you can write, the more citation two document receives, receive, not receive, receive, the higher this co-citation strength and more likely they are semantically related. Semantically related. This is another interesting point. What it says, the more citations to document receives, the higher this co-citation strength and more likely they are semantically related. Now I'll show you one diagram. Let's say this is document C. This is document D. Document E. Document A. So document A is cited, and here it is document B cited. Let's say document C cites document A, document D cites document A, and document E also cites document . Similarly, document C cites document B, so here this figure this left image shows the documents A and B which are both cited by documents C, D and E. C, D and E. Thus, documents A and B have a co-citation strength. Or sometimes it is referred as Co-citation index of it. Okay. So what it says here, it is very well understandable that document C is citing document A, document D is citing document A, document E also citing document A. Similarly, document B is cited by document C, D, and E. So in this case, we will say that document A and B have a co-citation or co-citation strength or co-citation index of 3. Okay. So this co-citation index usually established using citation index. This score is usually established by citation index. So similarly, if you go to the document portion, like individual, have you written, students? So I just rub it. So let's say the citing document let's say here one portion of the text is available, this portion, and here also, I mean fully text, but this is one portion of the document and this is another portion of the document. So this is citing document, let's say, and this is document 1. This is document 2. Document 3. Let's say this portion of the text is cited by document 1, and from this portion of the text cited by document 2. Similarly, this portion of the text is also cited by document 3. Okay. Fine. So here we'll write it here. This figure shows a citing document which cites the document one, 2, and 3. Both document 1 and 2 and document 2 and 3 have co-citation strength of 1, given that they are cited together by exactly one other document. Okay, now, however, document 2 and 3 are cited much closer proximity. That means document 2 and 3, however, document 2 and document 3, because they are citing from this area. Document 2 and document 3 are cited in much closer proximity to each other. In the citing document. Compared to document 1. Okay, students. So to make co-citation proximity index CPI, so co-citation proximity index is citation proximity index. Co-citation proximity index is 1 because they have cited from both the documents citing from the similar portion of the text. However, this document 1 has cited from here, so the proximity index will be little bit less for this document. Okay, this two document proximity index will be little bit less, whereas document 2 and document 3 proximity index will be higher. So this co-citation proximity index is developed by, you can write the scientist name if you want, otherwise it's basically 3 scientists they have developed this: Kevin, W. Boyack, and Richard. Clevens. I think 2013, the new concept. Fine, this is done. Now we are going to see this thing in a simplified way, and what is the mathematical interpretation we can draw from here. So in a simple way we can represent this whole thing. Let's say, so it is about citation, that means it's just about research paper, one research paper, two research paper citing. Co-citation comes in normally in the research paper. So paper I and paper J are co-cited by, let's say, paper K, which looks like this. This is paper I, this is research paper J, this is research paper K. These are other papers. This paper is citing paper I, paper K is citing paper I, and also these two papers, this paper also, let's say, citing paper I, and paper K is citing paper J, this paper also citing paper J, let's say. So here let's say L will be the citation matrix, each cell of the matrix is defined as, each cell of the matrix is defined as L I comma J equal to 1 if paper I cites paper J. and 0 otherwise. If they are not citing, Lij value is 0. So co-citation denoted as Cij is a similar measure defined as number Okay, so this is co-citation index. Okay, co-citation index, and this is used for in research arena. It is used more to find the H index and all, because there is a concept called H index. Anybody knows what is H index? So there are few things are there. You might have written this. So there are few things in research work which is H index, and then I-10 index. So and then there is a self-citation concept. If you cite your own paper, then that is not counted actually in research. So there are a lot of measures available. Okay, so if you go to Scopus, you will find H index of some author is much more less than H index in Google Scholar. Okay, so this co-citation thing is important. Okay? How many paper you are citing of your own, how many paper you are citing of your friends working in the same institute. So those are all disallowed, those are all discounted. So how many unique authors will be citing your paper, that is the most important thing in the research work. Okay, so these have a lot of importance. Many authors have come across different technique, because how do you judge a researcher? How do you judge a researcher? Seeing the H index only. Okay, so I think H index concept, as per I remember, if you want to go deeper into this co-citation thing, you can go. I think let's say I have 5 papers. Let's say I have 5 papers: paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, paper 5. If all the papers are cited minimum 5 times, all the papers are cited minimum 5 times or more, then my minimum H index will be 5. This is the criteria. Okay, all the papers 5 times. So let's say someone's H index is 12. Okay, if you see, that means each paper have been 12 papers are there. I mean, let's say I have more papers here. Let's say I have 100 papers, but these are the papers which have been cited minimum 5 times. So H index will be 5. Remaining paper, let's say the cite is 1, 2. So these are all discounted. So maximally what is the citation that has been distributed among remaining papers maximally, that is your H index. This is the concept of H index. So here citations and co-citation plays an important role. You understood H index, students? So let's say I have 12 paper. Out of that, 8 papers have been cited 8 times individually. Although I have 12 paper, 8 papers out of 12 have been cited individually 8 times. My H index will be 8. Although I have 2 so if I have 100 papers, out of that 50 papers individually has been cited 50 times, then my H index will be 50. So depending on this H index, this co-citation analysis and all these things playing an important role, citation and co-citation. Similar to the co-citation index, another concept is there which is called bibliographic coupling. Okay, bibliographic coupling. So bibliographic coupling operates on a similar principle, but in a way it is the mirror image of co-citation. Bibliographic coupling links paper that cite the same article so that if papers I and J both cite paper K, they may be said to be related even though they do not directly cite each other. This is bibliographic coupling. Friends, let us concentrate here again. What bibliographic coupling says, this is the mirror image of co-citation index, co-citation. Bibliographic coupling says that what it says, coupling links papers that cite same article so that the papers I and J, so paper I and paper J both cite paper K. They may be more papers. They may be said to be related even though they do not directly cite each other. That means they are saying that all the paper I. So basically, what is happening? Let's say web mining is a subject, and you have written a paper with web mining concept. One guy who is working in machine learning and with some concept, he has cited your web mining paper. This is you. This is another author, and he has worked on ML and he has cited this web mining concept. And another guy who works in DL, he is also another author. He also cites this. Bibliographic coupling says these two fellows will be related to each other. That is the difference. So bibliographic coupling says that if paper I and both cite paper K, so this is my paper K, this is my paper I, this is paper J. So although J and I, they are not citing each other, but because they have cited web mining paper here, there must be a relation between this paper and this paper. That is the bibliographic coupling. Okay, it is bibliographic coupling, slightly different than co-citation. So figure 7.4 shows both paper J and paper I citing paper K. We use BJ to represent the number of papers that are cited by both paper I and paper J. That means paper I. So this K kind of papers, let's say there are BJ number of papers are there. So BJ can be represented like this: LIK, LJK, and K goes to 1 to N. Okay. So this is BJ. So BJ is naturally the number, BII is naturally the number of the references of paper I. A square matrix B is formed with BJ and it is called bibliographic coupling matrix. That means this BJ, which is just that paper kind. There will be many K types of paper. This paper is cited by paper I and J. So there will be many K types of paper which has been cited by two other different paper, but they are not related to each other. Such kind of matrix can be formulated in terms of BJ and it can be represented like this. So this BJ matrix is called bibliographic coupling matrix. The bibliographic coupling matrix is also a symmetric matrix. Co-citation matrix is also symmetric matrix and it is related as a similarity measure of two paper in the clustering. Okay, so this is there. So these two concepts are there, slightly different concept. I think I have done one mistake here. I think that Cij I wrote no at the end Cij, that should be Cii, not Cij. In co-citation, you check it, students. If you have written, lastly I wrote Cij, that will be Cii, not Cij.